Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Ambrosini cuts it out. That has not gone well. Gently done. Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Mbappe. Cafu. Quality ball. Mbappe. Gently done. And there's green grass ahead of him, and he's managed to get free. Schmeichel deals with it effortlessly. And here's Hullet. And he's had it nicked away. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Suarez. Can he put it away? And here's Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions.
There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Manchester United yet to have an attempt on goal. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Rodri. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Cafu. Mbappe! And the cross comes in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Guardiola. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Haaland. Always onto this. Oh, what a ball! And Hullet! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Manchester United, big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's a decent clearance. Pirlo herring after the ball here. Cole.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bellingham. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's away. Hullet! He scores! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Bellingham. And he'll shoot here. Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Haaland. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Oh, good-looking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that... Decent hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, split-second reaction.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Milan are looking to go forward now. Cole. Maldini. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Cole looking to get on the end of this. That is a brilliant and the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Manchester United are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Manchester United ahead 2-0 and they are looking good.
Located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
And the second half gets underway. And it's Beckham. Luis Suarez. Pullet. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Thuram gets it clear. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Luis Suarez.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. And it's hoisted clear.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Cafu could try cutting inside here. Defending of the desperate variety. Maldini. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter.
The attendance for this match was 72,300.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Haaland. Pirlo. Cruyff. Now it's Pirlo. Oh, super find. Suarez looks to get on the end of this. And it's Cruyff. And he welcomes it in. Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and...
Haaland! And they win it back again. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Cole. Vieira. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pull it. Maldini. It's a throw-in. Bellingham. Oh, Red, nice interception.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's been shifted off it. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cole. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Here's a sharp little ball here. Now there's a fine ball. He's got full. It's in!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
85 minutes is number 13, Luis Suarez. Substitution in progress.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Bale to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Suarez.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he cuts out the supply. And time is up. Manchester United proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Pullet picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United clearly came into this match with a good game plan, one designed to capitalise on an obvious weakness. They'd identified that and never really let.
For me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already... And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. He's shifting through the gears here. Nice interception, well timed. Cafu is there and he can get that clear. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, what can I say about this guy?
Cole! He's done very well to get to that.
Cole actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cruyff. Van Basten. And here's Cruyff. Cruyff finds himself offside.
Cole really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Maldini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's Pirlo! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Pirlo. Bellingham. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Rodri clears. Van Basten. Oh, it's Van Basten. Real chance here, and the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them
shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come loose. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Moved on forwards. Pull it. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, easy pickings there. Couldn't squeeze it through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cruyff. Over to the left. Pirlo. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Pirlo. And here's Great hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. Beckham. Milan are looking to go forward now. Out to the right. Mbappe going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff.
This is the time you need that pace.
Pirlo. Oh, and he's through the middle. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. That's a sharp pass. Cruyff. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And the ball's a good one here. Decent hit! In he goes again! And for a moment, time stood still. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Back into the middle. Can he get onto this? The final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the runner. Gullit providing an outlet on that flank. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0. Reflections on the first half?
Manchester United clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, well played, well played. Gullit. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Luis Suarez. Still just a single goal between the sides. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, nicely intercepted. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Pull it. Oh, that's neat. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Milan looking to pass their way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a good foot in there. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Van Basten. Cole could move up a gear here. Beckham. Beckham! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. AC Milan are all square.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Number 19.
Milan have the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Guardiola calmly anticipates, and he's intervened well there.
Manchester United showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
He won't be happy with that one. He's found the way through. And Cruyff! Oh, should have put that away.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Suarez might just make this. Yeah. Manchester United disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Bellingham. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rijkaard. Cruyff. And the counter is on. And he's searching through.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bellingham. Bellingham! Oh, just over.
Bellingham probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
Number 21, Johan Cruyff. Number 18, Rodri. Coming on the field, number
That's
15,
Nedved. Chiellini cuts it out.
Number 26,
Ambrosini.
Seedorf. Substitutions taking place.
1 minute to add according to the board. Shot could be on. Mbappe purring through the gears. And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. And already we're underway here. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the runner.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not the most accurate pass. Vieira. And now the breakaway. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cafu. Oh, can he get onto this? Milan have reclaimed it. Mbappe. It's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And that has been cleared. Haaland has a look and plays it forward.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. The pass has gone astray. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a nicely measured... Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Guardiola. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it. And
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an up.
And he's there to retrieve it. Cole. Cafu. Milan have it back and can go again. Maldini. Tries a header! And for a moment, time stood still. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Cruyff. Yeah. Cruyff. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ambrosini. 15 minutes till half-time. Bellingham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Chiellini gets over and intercepts. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram. He's not got that quite right. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Bellingham. Always onto this. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. It's Luis Suarez! Dealt with nicely. Mbappe! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Haaland. Cruyff. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. And it's Maldini.
There will be 1 minute added
Guardiola
time.
cuts out the pass. Beckham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland. Gullit. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're off again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Now it's Gullit. He's found a way through. Gullit plays it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Manchester United have got it back, and they'll have another go. Haaland. Ambrosini. And the counter is on. Mbappe. Bellingham. Costa Curta makes the interception. And it's Cruyff. Ambrosini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Rijkaard getting this one clear. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Now it's Cruyff. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's really well manoeuvred.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
Just about up to the hour now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The greatest...
Has a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, smashing header! No mistake! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a decent clearance. Impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Bellingham.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Cole stood up well to him there. Haaland. No, it's Nedved. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. That's a good ball out wide. He's got away. Oh, nice touch. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, what can they make of this? That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland, and the shot! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
9 minutes is
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
number 17, Hullet.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off. And for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
That pass isn't the best. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Up he goes! No, not the best of headers.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So there's going to be another change here.
Haaland. Number 18, Rodri. Coming on the field, number
He's through here.
18,
Luis Suarez.
number 8.
And now they can clear their lines. He's gone forward. Now it's Del Piero. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing.
There will be 3
Cafu.
minutes added time.
Beckham. Bellingham. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And it's Beckham. Oh, he's in! Guardiola. Nicely aimed pass. And that's it. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And here's Messi. Haaland. Oh, Haaland! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's gone for a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his strides.
Shot a goal! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cafu is there, and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Guardiola. No way through. That's a nicely measured pass. Haaland. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Can he spark a counter here? Ambrosini calmly anticipates. Beckham. And it's Maldini. Had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball. That has been knocked clear. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Haaland gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Aim forwards. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get free. Alexander-Arnold got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Haaland. Approaching the half-hour mark. Bellingham. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's... Mbappe! Defending of the desperate variety. Menu. Gavi. Well seen. Saw that coming. And here's Suarez. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Milan really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And now a sudden chance to counter. Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, easy pickings there. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. He could be in here. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Haaland. Guardiola. AC Milan could counter here. And that is a little undercooked. Threads one in. They're urging him to shoot. Messi. Bellingham. It's an inviting looking ball,
There will
that.
be 1 minute added
João
time.
Cancelo cuts out the pass. And again they run up against stubborn defending. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
That gets things going for the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Guardiola. That's Maldini. Cole. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Nice ball, and he's in here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Milan have their third corner. And that is expertly dealt with. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Schmeichel catches it safely. He's going to be disappointed with that. Van Dijk, not the most accurate pass. Interesting ball. It's Luis Suarez! Just not quite happening for him just now.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Messi. Haaland. He's got the shot away! It's in! Manchester United are back on level terms. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Haaland! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Passing nice and neat.
The attendance for
Almost
this
an
match
hour
was
gone.
71,898.
And it's Luis Suarez. And he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And through to the goalkeeper.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bellingham. Milan finding their passes. Bellingham. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gavi. Oh, this looks sharp. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Alexander-Arnold. Gavi. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's heaved it away.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Griezmann. Number 21, Erling Haaland. Number 8.
And that's a good ball. Great chance!
Coming on the field, number
Messi.
10, Neymar.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Number 14, Bellingham.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Beckham. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Maldini. And that should get the job done. Oh, super ball. Can he finish? Skims one in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Milan showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
No, that's... The final 5 minutes. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Real chance! Sensational from Bellingham! And that has raised the roof! That was easy, almost too easy.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever...
He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Messi. Coming on to replace him is
The message is simple, defend this with your lives.
Substitutions taking place.
Tries a shot!
3 minutes at a time.
Split-second reaction.
Maldini clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Looking for the run. Crossed into them. Oh, what a climb! They've done it! They have stolen level at the last! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
All square again into the... And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much.
Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
We have already started here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. A game this so far beyond the ordinary. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pull it. He's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Hullet. Filippo Inzaghi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And here's Hullet. Hullet! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. That's a decent clearance.
This is the time you need that pace.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Gets his pass. It's Luis Suarez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Suarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Gently done.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Luis Suarez, gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Hullet proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we are...
Can he finish? Goal! Inter! All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious and all but unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mbappe. No, again there's no way through. That's a nicely measured pass. Chiellini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Can he get it through?
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, that's clever. Oh, important interception. Now it's Luis Suarez. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe chasing after it. It's going to be another throw. Played over towards the opposite flank. 5 minutes till the break. So Beckham! Yes! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner.
Shapes to shoot. Great effort, but no way through. Maldini. Rijkaard. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are back on the way. Looking for options for movement.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's picked out the run. He has found a way through. Now it's Hullet. Inter Milan with the corner, there first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! In he goes again! Oh, terrible. And another try! It's off target and by quite a way.
Inter were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Cafu. Rijkaard gets across and deals with it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Beckham. Oh, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Inzaghi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, that's fabulous. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. And he was alert to it. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And here's Rijkaard. He's in a great position. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being, and claimed it back swiftly. Aimed beyond. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Rafael Leao. Luis Suarez. And the shot! There's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Rafael Leao skims one in. Who saw this coming? Inter Milan certainly weren't expecting this. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta makes the interception. Chiellini spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run, and here's Rui Costa. Filippo Inzaghi tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Filippo Inzaghi! Cambio di giocatore.
Inter Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Inter Milan take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up well to him there. It's run loose here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He is through here. Schmeichel can claim that. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Now that's well seen too. And he's there to make the challenge. And there goes the final whistle. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Well, how will we look back on that? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started. De Ligt gets across to intercept that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a level higher than the rest, I think.
Hitting it, and the finish! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. And now they can clear their lines. Guti delivers. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Haaland. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Oh, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Just lacking in accuracy. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. White is one whose deliveries we all know about. But that has not gone well. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rodri, De Ligt calmly anticipates. David Villa. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Can he put it away? Goal! Nice!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Nice have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Haaland. Now it's Cruyff. And a header! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
White. Nice applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. He's shifting through the gears here. He's tried one! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Hernandez. Defending here is really tight. Now it's Rodri. Lovely bit of skill. David Villa. Rice. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Nice couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Baresi. And it's Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there's the clearance. And he was quick to react. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's a sharp little ball here. He's been picked out. De Ligt gets rid without sophistication.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Davids. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Guti. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Costa Curta. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ball is over the line. Vieira. Pirlo looking to run onto it. Picked out Cruyff! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it. And it's half-time here. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. How would you review the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So we're into the second 45. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Hernandez.
Such good technique.
And here's Haaland, and here's Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Haaland. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Davids. And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cannavaro attempts a clearance. David Villa. Vieira.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Cruyff. And it's Pirlo. Bastoni cuts it out. Shifted upfield. David Villa. Oh, Red, nice interception. Hernandez. Davids. Oh, he's in! Danger averted for now. Chance! And he's following up! Goal! Nice! And they're back in front! White at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he thumps it clear.
Manchester United showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Haaland. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, that's clear-cut. It's a free kick.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Pull it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That has ended up in no man's land. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bastoni gets good distance on it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Nice surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Johan Cruyff. Number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 17, Gullit. Coming on the field, number 10, Del Piero. Number 19, Van Basten. Number 15, Nedved. Substitution in progress.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. That's a decent clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, just... and Del Piero! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Corner number 2 then. Costa Curta gets it away. Nice are looking to go forward now. Chouameni gets it away. Cleared without hesitation. And he's managed to get rid. White getting this one clear. Oh no, what has happened here? Manchester United are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but...
Hits one! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Bale. And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. He's got the shot away! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! So impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
There will
Terrific.
be 5 minutes added time.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Nice take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And he's let fly. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Out for a throw. And time is up. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Cruyff, and it's Zanetti. Oh, easy pickings there. And they can counter here. Well read, and the danger is averted. Aimed beyond the defence. Cruyff. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He... Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Short changes him with that pass. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Casillas deals with it effortlessly. Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Shevchenko. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation.
Number 10.
Manchester United have gone to the bench, and we've only just begun.
Look, to make a change this early, Pete.
Hello! And it's Shevchenko. Cruyff. Gerrard powering forward here. And the pass is intercepted. Bullet. Rodri. Cruyff. Now it's Haaland. And he's surging through. Haaland. Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Fires from distance. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
That has been cut short. That's been cut out, well played. Haaland. Cruyff. Pass is just off target. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And here's Cruyff. Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Shevchenko.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Platini. Thuram. Manchester United making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. And there's green grass ahead of him.
That's good play from him.
He's found a way through. And he's there to belt it away. Pull it. Vieira. Oh, good take and a good... Great chance! Thuram getting this one clear. Rodri. Manchester United finding their passes. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cruyff. Rodri. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Platini. Cruyff. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. Now it's Cruyff. Thuram. And we hit half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How would you review the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
Manchester United head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Haaland, and he's been shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Platini.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. And that should be the keepers. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Shevchenko! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Leicester can get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Has a goal!
The attendance for this match was
Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. And the shot! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Haaland. Haaland being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Pirlo gets across and deals with it. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Done delicately. Cruyff. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Tar calmly anticipates. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Platini. Zanetti. He's a sharp little ball here. And Cruyff! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
And that's been won straight back. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Hullet.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it. That's going in strongly.
Zanetti. Gerrard. And here's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Costa Curta. And the volley. No, not quite.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 21. Johan Cruyff.
Manchester United are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping.
Number 9.
Leicester gets good distance on it.
Number 8. Pirlo. Substitutions taking place.
Gerrard.
This is when that numerical disadvantage can take its toll. They've coped so well up to now, but energy reserves are being tested to the limit. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That is a great ball.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gerrard. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts.
2 added minutes
Works
has
it
been
forward.
indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Pirlo. Played out towards the right wing. Rodri. And here's Bale. Puyol. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.